Okay.
Thanks, Matt. Well, on behalf of the Bethlehem Food Co-op, we're really enjoying our partnership with the library. And as he mentioned, we did this last winter, and this is the second of our 4 sessions for this winter. And we're very excited tonight to welcome Meals on Wheels. And not only are they a great community partner, they are also, as an organization, a very new member of the Bethlehem Food Co-op. So we say thank you and welcome. And tonight I'd like to introduce Monica McCandless as our speaker. She has worked for Meals on Wheels for 20 years, and her current position is Director of Client Services, where she oversees the programs provided by Meals on Wheels, and they provide services in the Lehigh Valley and Carbon County. She brings management skills and, as she describes herself, a deep level of compassion for senior citizens and their family caregivers to the work she does. She oversees services to nearly 2,000 clients and their families every year. So with that, I'd like to welcome Monica to our program.
Thank you, Carol, and thank you, Matthew, for having me. I appreciate you giving me this time to explain our services. As I always say, we're the best kept secret in the Valley. Nobody knows about us until someone is in crisis, and then they have to make decisions. So I very much appreciate you letting me get a word out about our services. So welcome to Meals on Wheels of the Greater Lehigh Valley. I'm going to do a slide presentation. We'll go through some of the slides, and then if anybody has any questions at the end, I'll gladly answer any questions you may have. So welcome. Our mission statement is to improve the health and well-being and independence of homebound seniors and adults with disabilities. So we work to get healthy food to our clients, get the nutritious food that they need, because some of our clients are food insecure. So that is our mission, to get the healthy food that they need. So Meals on Wheels difference. So food, our food is made fresh daily. We have our chefs come in 4 o'clock in the morning. They're preparing a nice, hot, nutritious meal for you. As you can see, there's a meal there. It's chicken parm with some green beans and some pasta. We customize our meals. So we have 53 diet restrictions that a client can choose from. We do have a set menu. So for 10 weeks, a client would receive a different food entree. Then at the end of that 10th week, the menu will start over again. So we ask that when you are making your restrictions, that you are careful, because the more restrictions you put on, the more limited your diet can become. We do have medically tailored meals, such as soft, pureed, lactose intolerant, renal meals if you would need. And across the board, all our meals are cardiac friendly and diabetic friendly. We meet those state guidelines that are required of our agency. We do have a Better Fresh program. We work with local farms to bring that fresh community, local farm to our constituents that we serve. They deserve the fresh fruits and vegetables of the Lehigh Valley. And as I said, with the local farms, minimally processed. So we try not to use a lot of processed foods in making our meals by using those local farms. So our agency has been in service for 50 years, serving the Lehigh Valley. We work with different partnerships with providers. We receive different referrals from Lehigh Valley Hospital, St. Luke's Hospital, different agencies, community groups. We work with Lehigh Valley Aging in Place. So we work with different community groups to provide our service to other individuals. Our volunteers, they're our eyes and ears in the community. They do our daily wellness checks. So when their clients aren't answering the door, that's when our volunteers, they call us. We do call the client. We call their emergency contacts. We even go as far as, if they don't call us back and let us know that they're all right, we will call 911. We do check hospitals just to make sure that our constituents are doing well, where are they? Why aren't they at home to receive their meal? So we do a wellness check. And our volunteers also help with that social isolation. They help, they're that friendly smile at the door, the nice warm meal. Some of our clients, that's the only person they may see all week is our volunteer. So they're essential in our part of delivering the meals. Volunteers, they form a close relationship with our clients, and many of our volunteers sit there and say, well, what happened to Mary today? She's not on our services. I miss her. What happened to her? So they do have that close bond that they do build, which is essential when you want to help with that social isolation and making sure someone feels that they're not alone. So who are our clients? So they're members of our population that have a high risk due to a chronic medical condition. They have physical or cognitive mobility issues that affect their ability to manage and prepare a healthy diet. Sometimes we have clients who are out and about in the community, but yet at times can't cook. And we have a program for those individuals also that can help them remain in their home. That's what Meals on Wheels is about, helping clients remain in their home for as long as they're able-bodied to do so. So our demographics, our client demographics, we serve clients. There's always that fallacy that Meals on Wheels, oh, it's just for old people or poor people. That's not true. So our clients age and range from 19 years to 106 years old. So you can see there's a wide variety of ages that we serve. 60% are living alone, 50% are low income or below the 133% of the poverty guidelines. 60% are over the age of 75. All are homebound to a degree. Most have chronic multiple diseases that impact their diet choices, such as renal, being diabetic, cardiac. Those are some of the top ones that we see when we're serving our individuals. So who's eligible? So we have a little map there. There's Carbon County, Lehigh County, Northampton County. We are full service in Northampton and Lehigh County. Carbon County, we are at that southern tip of Carbon County. We don't go above there strictly because we need more volunteers in order to serve all of Carbon County. But we do have that southern tier that we do service that's close to the Lehigh and Northampton County border. Again, 18 years and older and unable to prepare a meal or obtain a meal, such as a renal meal. You don't know how to prepare it, a pureed meal, which is super hard. My father had ALS. And with that, my mother used to sit there and puree his meals. You never know if you have the right consistency. Are there some lumps in there? So with a Meals on Wheels meal, you know you're going to get the right consistency and you don't have the cleanup and the prep that you need to do. We're there making it for you. Who else do we provide daily meals to? Well, other Meals on Wheels agencies, some senior care centers that we deliver to, with some congregate sites, and some child care centers that we deliver meals to. So we do the home delivered meals, but we do have the capability of doing larger base meals also. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our home delivered meals, exactly what they are, and explain how someone goes about getting on a home delivered meal. So we served over 288,000 meals a year to nearly 2,000 clients. How do you get on meals? Well, we do have case managers. We have 3 case managers for that matter that will go out and do an assessment of the client. And with that, they do complete a income worksheet. And the income worksheet, what we look at is monthly income. Anything that draws monthly income, pension, Social Security, interest you might receive from investments. Next, we look at living expenses. Is there rent, mortgage, taxes, utilities? And lastly, we look at liquid assets. Once that is all tabulated, we get our solid number. Then we come over to our sliding scale. So we have 9 ranges in our sliding scale, the lowest being $6.70, the highest being $10.70. There is a fallacy that Meals on Wheels is for free. Meals on Wheels, you do pay a fee for, where what helps us is if a client is of lower means, that their income isn't as high, or they might not have somebody in the area that they can take care of them. They can't drive, they don't have anybody around, and they do need meals. What we do is we will refer to the different counties, Lehigh County and Northampton County. Unfortunately, we are not up in Carbon County working with their agency. We serve meals up there, but only to the southern tip. And again, we don't have that relationship with the county AAA. So with Lehigh County and Northampton County, we will refer our clients to them, and it is up to the county to determine if the client is eligible for any meal subsidy. Then from there, then we will take it and work with the client to get meals on that service. Clients can choose 1 or 2 meals. So a client can get a hot meal Monday through Friday delivered by our volunteer, nice and hot, film plastic tray with a filament on top. In it, they get their protein, their vegetable, their starch, a bread, and a dessert. Or if they would need a second meal, we do have a cold sandwich pack dinner that we can also provide, and that's delivered at the same time as that hot meal. And in that cold sandwich pack dinner, there's makings for a sandwich, again, your fruit, vegetable, starch, dessert, and your beverage. And our case managers, they will go over the food preferences at the time of the assessment and then customize it as it seems fit. So our meals are all approved by a licensed dietitian. We do have a dietitian on staff, and she reviews them. As we mentioned, low salt, cholesterol, fat, diabetic, cardiac friendly. We comply with those dietary guidelines for the Older Americans Act. We meet those state guidelines because we are funded. So therefore, we have to meet those guidelines to have so much vitamin C, so much vitamin K, so much protein, so much starch. So there are regulations that we do need to go by. Again, I mentioned the customized meal, heart friendly, diabetic friendly, soft, pureed, lactose intolerant, and renal. And the personal preferences that are provided by our case manager. So how does someone get on Meals on Wheels? How does this come about? Now that I've told you about the hot meal, what do I do? So there's different ways. You can do it yourself. You can call the office and you will take a referral over the phone. Your families, your friends, neighbors, agency caseworkers, social workers, healthcare workers, care navigators in the hospital. So there's various ways. As long as you're agreeable to the meal service, people can call up and provide that information to us. You can visit our website. You can send in a referral that way through our website, and it's listed at right there at www.mowglv.org. You can fax us a referral. Though faxes are going away, we still have a fax number that people can still utilize if they would like. You can call our office. Client service representative will gladly take your referral. Or you can visit us on Find Help. That's a new referral source in the Valley here. And you can go on there and get services not only for Meals on Wheels, but other agencies in the Lehigh Valley. Now we're going to talk a little bit about why Meals on Wheels is more than just a meal. But I'm going to back up a little bit. I did forget, if you need meals for the weekend, we do have weekend meals. Weekend meals are delivered frozen because we are closed on the weekend. So the weekend meals are meant to be eaten on a Saturday or a Sunday. But we do have weekend meals available, and we can do a weekly delivery of frozen meals. If, let's say, you're with physical therapy, you have dialysis, we can provide you 5 frozen meals on a Tuesday or Wednesday. We can provide you with 7 frozen meals. Just depends on your needs and how you need the meals delivered to you. So now I'm going to go back to our Meals Plus. So our Meals Plus, Meals on Wheels is more than a meal. We want to make sure that we are providing you services in your home so you are not food insecure, so that you can also get other services that you may need. So here are some of our additional services. So our grocery shopping program. Our grocery shopping program, that is a program that we use Giant Direct. Our volunteers take the orders from the clients, and then we have a staff person that will input that information into Giant Direct. The volunteers pull up into the parking spot, put the groceries in the volunteer's car, and the volunteer delivers that to our clients. There is a $3 fee for that, but we have some clients that utilize it weekly, some clients that utilize it monthly, or if their family members are out. But it's a great service for our clients. We also know that clients, not everybody can afford grocery shopping. So our food pantry, that we work with 8 different food pantries throughout the Lehigh Valley. Once a month, our volunteers will go to those different food pantries, pick up 2 to 3 bags of shelf-stable food that are lower in sodium, lower in concentrated sweets, and will deliver it directly to a client's home. So the food pantry is for clients that are 18 years and up and meet the federal poverty guidelines. Senior food boxes, they can be, anyone 60 years and older can be eligible for the food pantry and senior food boxes. With the senior food boxes, we work with Second Harvest, and Second Harvest, they deliver right to our door. We have about 61 clients that right now are utilizing the senior food boxes. They're delivered to our facility on Sherman Street, and the volunteers again pick up those boxes, deliver it directly to a client's home. Now we also have an Anna Meals on Wheels program. So our Anna Meals on Wheels program, that was because we found people were sharing their food with their pets, and we don't want people to share their food with their pets. The food is meant for you, so you stay nutritionally sound, and it's not healthy for your pet. So we started the Anna Meals on Wheels program. And again, once a month, our volunteers deliver the the Anna Meals on Wheels program, the pet food. So you can get wet food, dry food, cat litter, and treats. Every once in a while, we'll throw in a treat for your pets. This Valentine's Day, we threw in some little special treats for their loved ones, because I know that our clients love their furry pets. So we threw some treats in there. We also do a smoke detector project. So we just started this. Before COVID, we had started with a project of installing smoke detectors into clients' homes. Unfortunately, COVID hit and we had to put everything on hold. This year, we were able to bring that program back and outfitted 20 homes with smoke detectors. So we were able to make sure that our clients are secure in their home. We also work with Senior Chat. Senior Chat is for clients who feel isolated. And we refer clients to the Senior Chat program. And then they hook up our clients with another person to talk, just to see how they're doing, what's going on in their life. So these are some of the programs that Meals on Wheels offers that people don't know about, that we're more than just a meal. We also, if clients, some of our clients might live in a rooming house. They don't have a microwave. Meals on Wheels will provide a microwave. Or during those hot months when clients need a fan, it's too hot out for them, Meals on Wheels will provide a fan. And clients who come on our services get a welcome bag for thank you for choosing Meals on Wheels. We want to let them know we appreciate them choosing our services. So I had mentioned in the beginning about our program. We have a program for people who are out and about in the community, but yet at times can't cook. So we have a program called Chef Packs. So we even have some younger people who work and pick up this Chef Packs at our facility because they're healthy, nutritious meals. There's 15 different food entrees that someone can choose from. There is 3 soups that they can choose from. Margarita salmon. We have a client and her daughter who order margarita salmon. They are our largest consumer of that product every Sunday. And she always says, she calls up and she'll tell us, it's better than I can get in a restaurant. She just loves our margarita salmon. We also have the breaded haddock. We have the stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers is a very traditional dish for the Lehigh Valley. So we have stuffed peppers, stuffed shells. We have a chicken noodle, beef, vegetable, bean, and ham, and those are low sodium. Those are low sodium soups that we make. And meatloaf, who that nice, especially on a snowy day like it was today, to have some nice meatloaf in your belly to keep you nice and warm. But those are some of the items that we offer through the Chef Pack program. And all we do accept, I want to let everybody know that we do accept SNAP benefits. So this program for the Chef Packs, clients can utilize by purchasing with their SNAP benefits. Some of our clients also utilize this program for weekend meals because they have a choice. They get to pick which food entrees that they'd like for the weekend as a special treat. So here we go, the 15 entrees. During October through March, we do offer specialty soups. So once a month, we'll offer a different soup besides a chicken and noodle, beef, vegetable, and bean and ham. This month, it was Italian wedding soup that we offered. And the prices start from $2.50 up to $6.50. There's a minimum order of 4. Maximum order is 16. We do have clients that want to order it because they love it so much. They want to order it for a whole month. And it takes 3 business days to get it delivered to the door. Our volunteers, they are the eyes and ears in our community, as I mentioned before. So I'm going to mention some ways that people could volunteer in our community. So here's statistics from 21, 22. They see we have volunteers, 907 volunteers. They're not all active all at once. We do have a lot of snowbirds and teachers and such, but you can see the total number of miles driven, the total number of hours donated. This is all through their dedication that this is possible. I always say Meals on Wheels has the best volunteers. They really go out of their way and make sure that our clients are secure and safe. So some opportunities that volunteers can do. They can do meal delivery. So you can deliver a meal that's in your area. If you feel comfortable just in your area, we'll look to see where we can fit you in. Or maybe you want to be per diem. We have volunteers that cancel at the last minute due to illness or something came up. You could be per diem, where we call you and ask you to be a last minute volunteer. So those volunteers are very treasured because they're on a last minute notice. We need volunteers for grocery shopping to be able to get those groceries to our clients. Pick up at the food pantry, deliver our senior food boxes, office help, and special projects that we do sometimes. We do, when our pet food comes in, we order from Chewy. So we have these big boxes in our warehouse in the back, and people help unload that, or people help pack up our welcome bags. So there's special projects that we do every now and then. As a volunteer, who's eligible? Well, same as if you're a client. If you live in Lehigh County, Northampton County, and parts of those Carbon counties, you have to be 18 years and up. You do need to pass a criminal background check. We do a background check on every volunteer that comes to Meals on Wheels. We want to make sure that we're providing a safe environment for our clients, and then complete the Meals on Wheels training background. And it's very simple to volunteer. You fill in an application, complete the required background check. You can go online. We have a volunteer schedule where you can go online and pick your schedule of when you want to deliver the meals or deliver senior food boxes or food pantry. You can choose from one of 8 pickup locations. So we have our Sherman Street location. We have one at Asbury, Blue Mountain, up in Wind Gap, up in that area. The name's escaping me, the Blue Valley Farm Show program. They have the building there. So we have a drop-off site there. First Presbyterian, Dryland, also up in Cherryville, Hope, we deliver to, and then up in Slatington at the St. Luke's site up in Bowmanstown. We also have a site there. So there's several places you can pick up. It's not that everybody comes to one site to pick up the meals. There's several sites that you can choose from. And if you would like to volunteer, you can contact Dawn Stillwagon, and there's her phone number, or you can email her at dawns@mowglv.org if you're interested in volunteering. So thank you. I appreciate you giving me this time. I'll open this up to questions. If anybody has any questions, you want to know more about Meals on Wheels. I do like questions.
This is Kathy Fox. I do have a question. Do you pay for the background check, or does the person that's volunteering pay for the background check?
The person pays for the background check. They do get reimbursed once they have volunteered for a certain number of hours.
And do you accept background checks that have been completed for volunteering in other places?
As long as it's the background check for the whole United States.
Okay. Because I've had them for Special Olympics. I'm not doing that right now, but and I'm not really sure if that was for the whole United States or not, but okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, we make sure that we want to make sure that our clients are secure and safe. Some people want to work with us, other agencies, but they don't provide that background check. Then we have to say, you know, unfortunately, we can't work with you at this time until we get that background check, because we want to make sure that our clients are secure.
Well, more and more organizations require it. So, you know, it's getting pretty standard these days.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Any other questions?
Yep. So, yeah, I have another question. So, you know, I'm sorry that I missed a little bit of what you were going through. So if you already covered this, I apologize. I got
No
a
problem.
phone call. And so are you allowed to just choose to, so instead of doing like every week on the same day, you're allowed to choose that if you only wanted to deliver meals once a month, or like, yeah, I'm just, how flexible are you with
We're
that?
pretty flexible.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd work with Dawn, because I'm client services, but you would work with Dawn, and I'm sure she would work around you, and also the availability, because we do have some volunteers that they prefer certain routes and they do them weekly on a Tuesday, or maybe they do a Tuesday, Thursday. So you'd work with Dawn, and she would work with you to see what would fit for you and where the area that you would like to do. Because if you live up in the Slate Belt, you don't want to come down to Allentown. We would take you gladly, but I could see where someone living up north in, let's say, Upper Mount Bethel wouldn't want to come downtown Allentown to deliver a meal. So Dawn would work with you in the area that you feel comfortable.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
This isn't a question, but more a suggestion of how folks can help without physically volunteering. And I mention this because the food co-op did this, is that we did a collection of the items that you put in your welcome bags.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like personal care items. And so we had an event and we asked folks to bring things, and then we're able to make that donation. And then the church where I work at, we did a collection for your Anna Meals program. So folks brought like pet food and toys and that kind of thing. But is it true that now you've got your relationship with, I guess it's Chewy, that you don't need donations of anything for the Anna Meals program?
Correct. Currently,
Okay.
we have enough pet food currently.
Okay.
We could always use help with our welcome bags, as you had mentioned, toothpaste, toothbrushes, we have soaps, wash rags, things of that items that people can use that they don't really think of that that you run out of. I know my wash rags, they're not the way they should be. They're not brand new. So sometimes it's nice just to have those little items that people can appreciate as getting a chapstick, things of that nature that people just don't really think about getting, and that we put in our bags for our clients. I do. There was a Peter Crownfield. He said, thanks for such an informative presentation. Unfortunately, I have to leave now, so I'll paste this into the chat. Are there plans to eliminate all single-use plastics and convert to reusable serviceware, as some Meals on Wheels has already done? Plastic poisons the environment, accelerates the climate change, and undermines people's health. And switching to reusable saves money for the MLW program. It does. We don't have plans to do that right now, strictly because of the number of people that we make meals for. It would be very difficult to do that. Our plastic trays can be recycled, but unfortunately at this time, we do not have getting the product back, washing it, cleaning it up, because our plastic trays, they do have a seal on it. I really don't know how that would work if we had to have another seal put on that after it's been sealed already. So at this point, we don't have that on the horizon. It's something to think about, if we could do it in a cost-effective and not such a time-consuming effort for the clients. And plus, we do worry about like the cleaning it and getting it sterilized to that point.
I think the other thought was using like compostable instead of plastic.
Yes, and
So that's another option.
that could be another option down the road. Right now, the machinery that we have for it, I don't quote me on this, but I don't think that it will take something of that product, because it's a sealing product. So as the plastic tray goes through, the filament comes on top and seals it so that it's a nice tight seal. And I'm not quite sure if that would be a question for our food director.
Right. The other problem with using compostable things is, in this area, we don't have any industrial composting facilities. So most of it ends up as trash anyway, and it costs more. But, you know, it's something that we need in the future for sure, though.
It's something, this area is growing, and things have changed so much. I grew up in this area and things have changed so much. I see for the better in some areas. In some areas, kind of scares me, but we do want, I think this area is growing and for the betterment. Any other questions?
I don't have a question, but I just want to say how informative this was, because I volunteered for Meals on Wheels in another state, and that's all it was meals. That's all I knew about, you know. So this has been very informative and helpful.
Thank you. And each Meals on Wheels, even though we might be part of the Meals on Wheels of America Association, each Meals on Wheels in each area will operate a little bit differently. You may have a small Meals on Wheels operating out of a church where food is donated and everything is done by volunteers. Our agency, we have a staff of 34 that are paid staff. We don't take donated food because we need to know where that food is coming from in the event that someone would get sick from the food or something of that nature. So what we do is we purchase from large food providers so that we know where our food is coming from. So some Meals on Wheels offer some of the services that we do. Some don't, some just do a meal, but that's important also, doing a meal, because you're providing that check for that socialization and also providing nutrition for that person.
So just want to mention that I know you lost one of your key volunteers recently, friend of mine, I know, Dale.
Yes. Oh.
And yeah, so we're all sad about that.
Yeah, I was very shocked when a friend of mine sent me a text early morning about that, and
Yeah,
it was
Dale
very
Sauerbach.
sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very sad to hear that. He helped Meals on Wheels tremendously.
Yeah, I know.
Our other
He's-
volunteers do also. We have a tremendous, like I said, we have a tremendous amount of great volunteers, and Dale was one of them.
Yes. And I know he used to dress up for holidays and surprise the people, and yeah, he was a cool
Yep.
guy.
Yeah, he
Anyway,
was.
so I'm sorry, I kind of digressed a little bit.
No,
Anyway,
he's a friend of yours. I fully understand that. And he was a great volunteer for Meals on Wheels. So if anybody has any other further questions, or you can always visit our website at MOWGLV.org. So you could always visit our website. And again, that's www.MOWGLV.org, and go on our website, check out some of the things that we have. It would be very helpful. I see there's one question in the chat here. Oh, yep, there Matt has it. He listed it right there on the chat as www.mowglv.org. And you can always call the office. There's never any obligation if you want to learn a little bit more about our services.
Yeah, because it gives me ideas for volunteering, because I don't really want to drive around,
Mhm.
and so Meals on Wheels to me that's all it ever was. But this is very informative that there's other ways to help.
We also look for our satellite sites and people to help when the volunteers come in. So we have a person, supervisor, so to speak, of the volunteers that helps guide them and make sure that they're picking up the right coolers, and that everything is running smoothly. And if somebody hasn't picked up, then they let Dawn know about that. So there's that volunteer opportunity also. There's plenty of volunteer opportunities that Dawn could fill you in a lot more.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So thank you all. Carol, do you need anything? Is there something that you would like me else to do? And Matthew?
I just wanted to say thank you so much.
Yeah.
Monica and the rest of your staff and volunteers for everything that you do for the Lehigh Valley. And I learned a lot tonight. So I'm gonna, maybe look at some of these resources, both for our library patrons, but also for some of my elderly friends, or friends that need extra help. So thank you.
You're welcome. And Matthew, I could drop you off some literature at the Bethlehem Library, and that way, if you see someone that's in need, or somebody is talking about their loved ones that they're struggling, you can just hand in the brochure, and it's as simple as a call. Like I said, no obligations. It's as simple as a call.
Great, thank you. I will do that. Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, I guess I'll close with a commercial for our next couple of programs. And since everyone's sharing their web address, if you're not familiar with the Bethlehem Food Co-op, we are a group of neighbors in the Lehigh Valley, and we have been working to bring a community-owned, everyone welcome grocery store. It's the building it will be in is being built as we speak at 250 East Broad Street. That's near the intersection of Broad and Linden, across the street from Connell Funeral Home. And if you drive by there, you'll see a 4-story building going up, and we will be leasing the ground floor for our new market that we're going to be putting in there, that we're projecting to open by the end of this year. It'll be a full service market, and with the primary focus on sourcing as much as we can locally. So we're very excited about the new store that will be coming. As I mentioned, everyone can shop there, but it's community owned by the folks who have invested in the store with their with a membership. And we have a lot of activities coming up. We have a newsletter that comes out every other week to keep up with all of our activities, and also We share everything on social. So if you want to mark your calendars, we have 2 more programs in this series. And the next will be on Tuesday, March 28th. And listen carefully to the title. It is Let Us Turn Up the Beat, Mindful Cooking for Energy and Wellness. And that will be presented by Chef Justin Beaver. And Justin is a chef and is also one of our board members. So he'll be in his home kitchen sharing tips and strategies with us. And then on April 25th, the title of that program is It's All or Nothing. You don't have to be, it's not all or nothing, excuse me. It's not all or nothing. You don't have to be a vegan to help animals and the environment. And that will be presented by Lisa Lubin, who's with an organization called Crate Free USA. So we thank Monica. We look forward to the next programs. And as a reminder, Matt will be putting this program up on the library's YouTube channel so that we can go back and refer to it if we need to and share it with other folks. So with that, I'll say good night. And thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Carol. Thank you, Matthew.
Thanks,
Thank you
Mark.
so much.
It's been
Good
really
night.
helpful.
Thank